Morning guys, welcome to day 7 of When Will This Pain Ever End? And for me, that's today, unfortunately. My heels are just ruined. They've scabbed up a bit in the night, but just a 22-mile day would just open up all those wounds and make them worse. And my feet and ankles have swollen up, so they're just sort of squozen into my shoes at the moment. So unfortunately, really sad about this, that I am leaving Dean to go solo. Passing the baton on, ceremoniously passing of the GoPro, so all the footage from here will be from Dean, so no pressure, Dean. The ceremonial handing over of the GoPro. Cheers, fella.
Yeah.
All the best for today. I am YouTube's most popular channel, in case you didn't know.
I try and keep up the high
work.
standards that your viewers are used to.
Low standards. In theory, I'm going to go home, get my car and be a support crew, help him out on the evenings at camp, things like that, be a bit of a morale boost. Yeah. How's your day looking, Dean?
Long, yeah, forecast a little bit of rain, maybe thunder and lightning. I haven't checked this morning again, but
Dean will be able to keep a much better pace now. I'm not lagging behind. I'm really sorry to be leaving you, Dean. But it's, yeah, I will see you tonight.
Okay.
I'll see you at the other end.
Right then, let's sign off and get going then. Just wanted to take a moment to introduce myself then. So, in a massive plot twist, your usual host has had to bow out of the walk. You probably see now where the planned route was, which is up and around that there is Hayes Bluff. Just trying to see where I'm pointing. Boink, there you go, that's Hayes Bluff. We're going to walk up and around the side of that, just around the corner I believe, and then up onto this ridge, which you probably can't see very well on the GoPro. That there is apparently called Lord Hereford's Knob, or possibly Tumper, I think might be the local more polite name for that that particular hill. And we're going to follow that range there. Again, you probably can't see it very well down on the GoPro, but we're going to follow that, or I'm going to follow that all the way along and drop down into a place called Penkethley Castle, which is just outside Brecon. So this is the stone circle marked just below Hayes Bluff on the OS map. To be honest, there's not many stones that are still standing, but there we are. Nice to see a bit of Iron Age, I guess, history. There is a car park here, you can drive right the way up here. A few stealth campers, what looks of it. There's Hayes Bluff. So now I'm going to carry on my way, heading over to just beyond that van. Just see the next peak is Lord Hereford's Knob. I'm gonna be walking up. I should be on top of there soon, hopefully. So just getting off the road, just about to start on the track that runs up to Lord Hereford's Knob. I'm probably going to be able to say that I'm sat on Lord Hereford's Knob, eating a pork pie, because that's what I got for breakfast. I'm starting to get hungry now. It's, not sure what time it is. It's probably about 8 o'clock now, 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've been walking, I don't know, it's probably about 6 o'clock I started. Let's have a look. Yeah, 5 to 8. Yeah, I'll check it again soon. I've gotten off the Offa's Dyke Trail now a little while ago. So it might be a little bit windy for the audio on this. I've tried getting just out of the wind a little bit. I'm on top of Lord Hereford's Knob. That's the route from Hay down across there. It doesn't really come out very well on the GoPro. Hay is just there and there. Way in the distance, you just about see it. Fantastic views from up here. It's actually blowing a gale and raining at the moment. Hopefully you can't tell that. Gonna carry on around there, scooting around there. I think I'm on the Cambrian Way at the moment, but I'm going to drop down off that and go a little bit lower. We're at around 680, 690 metres, I believe. It's not the highest hill here. You've got, and I'm not sure where we're looking there, but you've got hills way up in the clouds there. There is a little cairn here. It's marked on the map as a cairn. It's very small. I don't know if there's a bit of erosion, maybe they've used it for paths, but yeah, but either way, Lord Hereford, you should probably get that looked at. I've walked from the peak over there to Lord Hereford's Knob. You can see down below, or you probably can't see down below us, but funnily enough down below us there is a place called Three Cocks. I don't know if that's a reference to the three large hills that sort of come out from the ridgeline here. We're going to walk up, I think it's Ruavan first. It's the first little escarpment, but this area right there. We'll walk across Ruavan, and then we're going to head up to a trig point up on that larger hill you can see at the back. That's Rhosdirion, or Penrhosdirion is the face of it. There's a trig point up there. I don't know whether I'm going to film it. It is still blowing a gale. I'm going to stop videoing this, but it's just absolutely stunning up here. Right in the distance, I think that might be Pen y Fan over there. I think right way in the distance, right in the cloud. Just wanted to show you that again. There's actually down there, somewhere down there, there's a main road, and on that main road is a pub. So I'm surprised John's route didn't take us in that direction, because although we need to go that way, there isn't a pub down there. So that's another surprising twist. So we've dropped out of the clouds now. Got some earthworks there, probably Bronze Age. Ordnance Survey says that there's the remains of a castle there. There are some walls there, but yeah, I'm pushing it a bit to say remains of a castle. So, Langles Lake. I think you see that red kite flying around just in front of me. Probably not. Pen y Fan in the distance. But basically I need to go underneath Langles Lake at that end in order to go up the valley in that direction, just under Pen y Fan, which is where I'm going to camp tonight. Really just because there's a river running down that valley down there, and somewhere, I'm not sure where it is exactly, but looking on the map, I can't cross that river going in a straight line, so I've had to come across underneath and then back up again, which has adds quite a bit to the distance, but there's not really any choice. So, but that's Langles Lake, Pen y Fan in the distance over there.
Gentlemen, good luck. Thank you.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much.
It's the hardest gate in the world to open. So we're just about to get into Talybont on Usk, then I can join the Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal, and at that point then we follow that all the way to our overnight stop at Penketley. So it really feels like we're on the home straight now. I've heard from a usual host, he's managed to get home, sort his feet out, and he's planning on coming and meeting me there. So I'm in a bit of a race. Who can get there first? There's a chance I might beat him to it, which I think he'd be surprised about, to be honest. I've had a bit of a march on, and I think I've done really well time-wise. Yeah, so again, catch you again in a bit. Just entering Talybont on Usk, and that is the Usk. That's a better sign. And it's raining again, which is a traditional Welsh welcome. We're looking for the Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal next. So I've managed to find the canal that I was looking for. Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal at Talybont on Usk. The bridge you've got there, you've got a lovely looking pub there, the White Harts. It's an artist's impression of how it looks back in the day, 1850. Lovely. So we've got about 3 miles to do down the canal now. Oh, starting to really hurt now. Blisters on blisters, on some more blisters. Not as bad as John's. There's a nice bit of river. Don't know if that's part of the Usk, I'm not sure. Or whether it's a tributary. I think it might just be a tributary. As they say it. Yeah, oh look. It's like another nice pub down there. Brilliant. John would not be able to resist stopping here. Nice. Really nice. Do you like to walk? No. Again, you better like this footage. You better use it. I've got my own agenda for doing this walk. It's one that we've spoken about doing for, gosh, probably over 10 years. And I wanted to do it before I was too old and decrepit, really. What made me decide to do it now is that it was the anniversary of loss of our little baby boy. He was stillborn, and so I decided to do it for charity. Our charity is it's a local sort of support group that help sort of bereaved families by decking out rooms in the maternity ward for families who have received bad news can go, really. I know, our experiences were obviously devastating for us, but since talking about it with people, I've come across loads of people that have had very similar situations, all different, all equally devastating, and for a group to be out there to be able to give people support like that is fantastic. It doesn't really receive any sort of funding directly, so I thought it was important to be able to do something to help in my own way. So we set a target of £1,000 for me to raise, people have been so generous. I mean, we've broken that target. It'd be great to break it by even more. I think your host is going to, usual host is going to put a link in the description for the Just Giving page that my wife set up to enable us to be able to collect sponsorship or donations. And if you want to give as well, that'd be a massive help. Thank you.
Can't get rid of me. He's back. Support crew.
Another twist.
New role. Support crew. Got the car. Got a cool box full of beers. Help this guy get through the last few days. Setting up now Penkethley Castle Caravan site. A few beers. A bit of food. Hopefully the weather holds. Cheers.
Cheers, John. See a standing stone circle, the standing stone circle, right?
Was it good?
No.
Terrible. Like 3 little stones.
And I also said it was good to see a bit of Iron Age history, but it wouldn't have been Iron Age, it would have been Bronze Age. So.
Not Stone Age.
No, not Stone Age, no.
Stone circle,
so
not
you would have
Stone
been wrong
Age.
too early, I was wrong too late. So morning, it's day 8. I'm just about to, it's about 6:45. I'm just leaving base. John, the road crew.
All the best, Dean. Have a good hike. I'll see you at lunchtime, hopefully.
So yeah, we've got to go up into the hills. Gradual climb to start. It's quite steep but quite long. Yeah, right, okay, see you in a bit. there's the hill in the path I've got to walk up just straight in the centre of the screen. I go straight up there, cut off, and then I need to go around each one of those sort of ridges, I guess. So around, and then down, up and over Pen y Fan, which is just in the clouds, centre screen. So let's see how we do. Just about to join Cambrian Way. Walked round, face round there, right the way down there. It's a relentless slog up the hill, but it's quite cruisy now because we're on the flat or on the high ground. We do drop up and down a couple of times, but nowhere near as far as what we've climbed until we're coming off the back of Pen y Fan. So, and down to one of the car parks down there. God's windy. We've just come around this face here, valley down there. I believe that first one is, that's Fan y Big, and then the tall one, tall peak just behind is a little bit silhouetted. It's what's that? That's Cribbin. And then you got Pen y Fan in the clouds at the back still. Hopefully things are clearing up. More of the same. Although they're a little bit far away really to see. If I don't film them from away, you're not going to see them when we're on them. But yeah, gorgeous views. They won't come out on the GoPro, but gorgeous views all the way around. If you've never walked this area before, I really recommend it. Temperatures seems to have climbed a little bit now. It's just after 9 o'clock. I've been walking for a couple of hours, but I'm not sure how much progress I've made really. I'd like to think I'd done maybe 5 miles, but I doubt that very much. I'm always a little bit optimistic. But yeah, hoping I've done 3, maybe 4. So, and the pain's easing a little bit now. So I'm starting to pick up the pace a little bit. I've got to check the map, consult the map, but I think I've got this descent to do. I go part way up and I cut across around, walk more around it, and then go up Pen y Fan then. So we're on the Cambrian Way now. Just walking around the back of Cribbin. Don't know if you can see, it's a long track running up there. Just in the distance there in the centre there's it's an old reservoir, sort of reservoir wall, like a dam, you know. We've got a better patio, nice and smooth, a bit slippy. Starting to climb up to Pen y Fan. So, don't know if you can see that, but it's the cairn at the top of Pen y Fan. Popular place to be, as you can see. It's literally, it sounds like there's a party going on. Everyone's here. So busy it gets up here, crazy. Nice but crazy. Got Corndee there. Straight ahead, you got Pen y Fan that side. That's where we're going.
Sorry, oh no, I'm in the way. Once again,
Down and up.
about 30 seconds of each other.
Really,
Yeah. Yeah. Filming you doing your sock change at the lunchtime pit stop. Bloody cars.
Too bad. One on the back. There's one on the toe there. Probably couple in sock fluff. I got one underneath there as well. So we've just left the Story Arms. We've left my original walking buddy behind because he's broken. So I've got a new walking buddy now. So he's going to help me get to the end of this last stretch. It's nice to have a bit of company. Probably doesn't come out on the camera, but there's lovely views down there. We're not exactly certain where we're going. We're going to try and follow the Cambrian Way, which is up here somewhere. But we don't know where. It's marked on some maps, it's not marked on others. It was fairly well trodden on the other side of the range there, on the other side of the road. That's the busy side. This is the quiet side. I think we've found the Cambrian Way. It's not very well trodden. It's mainly sheep track, really wet underfoot. This area is called Rhos Dringarth. And I believe Rhos means bog, so it's not surprising really. You can see I might just be able to make out the reservoir down there. I don't know if you'll be able to see how windy it is just from the amount of wind on the waves there, but it's really windy. That reservoir is called Ystrad Reservoir. That's the hills we've got to get over, one way or another. Not sure on our precise route yet. We're kind of trying to follow this Cambrian Way, but as I say, it's hard work trying to stay on it, and to be honest, I'm not 100% convinced we are on it. It might just be that we're walking along conveniently placed sheep tracks, so we'll see. I'll let you know how we get on, and then I'll come back for the camera. Little waterfall. Don't know if it's a little bit silhouetted in the sun. Beautiful though. We've got to cross a little ford where it drops down. It's wonderful. It's lovely. It's really nice. So we think we're on the Cambrian Way again. We've seen a few other people walking this route now as well, including a few guys on some sort of army manoeuvre or practice or something or other, so I can only hope that they know where they're going. So on the top of Dringarth now. Again, not sure whether we're on the Cambrian Way. You can just about in the centre there, in the distance, you can see Pen y Fan. I can't remember the name of the hill that we've just walked over. We just walked over a hill out of the valley the other side, which is where the car park is that we arrived at after going over Pen y Fan. There are routes here. On here, we're going that way. Marvellous views over there. You won't be able to see them on the GoPro, but wonderful over there. That's the general route of our travel now. And when we get over this peak now, I'll probably turn it back on again to show you what you can see. Right, so we've just walked, we've been trying to stick to the Cambrian way. We've just ended up walking through a bog, so we've got very wet feet now. Well, I have. Of course, Mr. Waterproof there is all right, but so this is an old Roman road called San Helen. So it's marked on the map. It's quite a long route. Do you know where it finishes? Starts Neath, doesn't it, basically?
Yeah, it goes right up to Brecon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes right up there. Doesn't it finish at an abbey or something like that? An old abbey or something? I don't know, have a look for yourself. We got to walk straight across there towards, there's a bit of a road, and we got to walk up the face of that, which is Van Nedd. We go virtually to the very top of that. There's a trig point up there. You may or may not be able to see that. And then we drop down the other side. And I think most of our journey after that then is downhill. So, but yeah, it's beautiful here though. So some really nice sights, nice weather. It's a bit windy, nice cooling breeze, isn't it?
Comfortable.
Comfortable. There we go. And make sure we get the scenery in. It's gone now. So we've got to walk up. I love the sound of a skylark.
Yeah.
One of my favourite things. Got a ditch to get across. Could go terribly wrong. Bit boggy here. There we are, valley looking down towards Dyfynog and Senny Bridge. That's a gorgeous view, gorgeous view. Sheep being let out, farmer. That's the direction we've walked from. Bit boggy, bit wet underfoot. Jay consulting the map. That's where we go in. We'll go up over those ridges there and drop down the other side, and we're nearly at our destination for today. So I think we worked out it was roughly, the planned route was roughly 14 miles. We have cut some corners off, so don't know, could be 10, could be less than that perhaps for this half of the route. The first half was 8 miles, I think it was. So it's still a decent day, but there we go. I'll leave you with that. The one who has waterproof shoes says this is called the Devil's Elbow. There it is. There's a view down towards Dyfynog and Senny Bridge. What was this hill called again, Jay?
Fan Nedd.
That's it, Fan Nedd. I can't remember because I think I'm having an embolism. You see Pen y Fan in the distance over there. So the path up here, it's not as nice as the path going up Pen y Fan, I guess, but well, you saw the top of Pen y Fan, how busy that was. If you want to get away from the crowd, you want a little bit more of a challenge, Fan Nedd. It's not quite as high, can't remember the height of it now, but it's high 700s, I think.
663.
Oh, 663 is it? I thought it was 700 odd. Because what's Pen y Fan at 840, 804s? 800 and something, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Viewers, you can check yourself. Bit of Googling. But yeah, I mean, we've seen nobody. I think I heard some voices on the top as we were walking up. We're not far from the top now. And just stunning views. I think just as good as from the top of Pen y Fan. Possibly better, actually. Cambrian Way cuts in front of the face of this mountain, hill, whatever you want to call it. But there's no way that you could walk it. So we're following a track that goes up right up to the top. There's a cairn up there and a trig point, I believe. And we'll I'll probably put the video back on again when we get there. So this is the top of Fan Nedd. There's Pen y Fan in the distance. A lovely view down the valley down there. That's the cairn that's on the top. There is a trig point just up there. It's only a couple of metres higher than where we are now, 9 metres more elevation. You've seen one trig point, you've seen them all, so we're not going to bother with that. We're going to head down that track, down, and we've got to hit, there's a road on the side of a hill over there, we've got to hit that. So we've got quite a descent, and then another big pull up, and over the top of that is our destination. Now, you might not be able to see it, but there's a hill over there, right in the centre there. That is our destination. Basically, my house is just the other side of that hill. So today's route takes us west to a campsite, obviously, and then tomorrow's takes us back south again towards our destination. So it's literally within sight. Amazing. How does that make you feel, Jay?
Really quite good.
Yeah. Me too, actually. Me too. Alright, so we found this lovely track to walk on. We gave up with the Cambrian Way again. We've just got to walk round that lovely looking hill there, out around the back of that, and then down to our destination for overnight. That is called, I don't know. I'll show you you can see that, Van Hirick maybe. 725 meters, so quite large. There's some really cracking hills over this side. So, but yeah, we've got a lovely track to walk on now. No more bogs, hopefully. Lovely scenery down there. Cray Reservoir. Looks a little bit low. It's the hill we're walking towards. Van Hirick, perhaps, we're guessing at the name. There's some great walks out the back of there as well. You can get right the way over towards Black Mountains. Jay catching up. He's just trying to make it hard for himself. He's doing a bit of jogging. That's it, that's you jogging for 100 metres. You need to sprint for 100 metres and then walk for 100 metres. Right, just to prove it exists, we've come across a sign for the Cambrian Way. So hard to follow. La, 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 la. Next, I'll do a look at my feet while I walk montage. Just telling him what I'm doing, in case he doesn't work it out. Look at my feet. La 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 la. Now I look at the sheep view. Right, we've still got how much did you say, Jay? Maybe 5 miles to go.
Yeah, roughly.
About 5 miles to go yet. So we had a bit of a target of hitting getting to camp at 6. We might just make it, but it's going to be tight. Yeah, we might end up doing a bit of jogging. So yeah, so I'll leave you to it. Hobbling now, John. So we're just getting in towards Penchwyllt, I believe you say.
Whiskey.
Does that mean whiskey?
What?
You're saying it weird.
Saying what weird?
All of it.
Where do you get off?
I just don't get why you're saying it that way.
Why I'm saying what way?
It's just above our destination. We've still got a couple of miles left, maybe 3. So you can just about make out. Oh, here's another good one. The old sleepers. This is a dismantled tramway. Sorry. Quarries up here again. As I said, it's up above Penchwyllt. We're going to walk along here. We're going to join the Beacons Way, and there's an old dismantled railway there which ran down towards the Swansea Valley. We're going to follow a little bit of that. Well, we're going to follow a little bit of the Beacons Way, and that's going to take us down very steeply, I think, looking at the map, but it's going to take us right down to where we're headed. Massive metal perforated ring, 4 foot across, maybe something like that. Riveted.
Yeah.
Answers on a postcard to go on hiking. We're still on the railway. There's this, and you can see the spikes. In the old don't know, whatever they're called. Sleepers. Sleepers, the words have gone there. There's another one hiding in there as well. They're massive. Maybe you could let us know what they are. Send a message in, comment in the leave a comment in the comments. There we go. That's where we're heading, down there. Eventually. We are now at Ogof Finon D, or D? I don't know.
V.
Yeah. Even the
Yeah, V. Yeah, double D.
the native next to me doesn't really know. So yeah, it's a bit of a nature reserve. I'm a bit excited about this because in the distance there, right in the centre of the screen, you've got a hill. Right there, and I live just on the other side of that, so that's where I'm heading. Looking forward to seeing my family, and yeah, having a nice comfy bed to sleep in before the next trip. There's a sleeping giant just there. We're going to walk over that tomorrow. See the Swansea Valley in the distance there. So a cracking bit of engineering this tramway. Oh look! Wow, the Cambrian Way again. But that's what we've been following for the last little while. So through the gate and on we go. So abandoned now, but that's the old railway station. He's waiting for me. Anyway, right, it's the Cambrian Way. I was trying to do a walk away then, sorry John, but
Oh, did I get
he's let me down. You let me down, Jay.
I'll get the staff.
Sorry. Oh, I don't know.
Maybe let's get monkeys.
I don't know. Been waiting all day to do a nice walk away through a gate like that. It's the last chance. Oh God. Like a fucking old man. So I don't know if you can see that, guys. Lovely view. Rolling pasture. Down there in the distance. So you can point to it just there. That is the pub. That's the pub where John will be waiting.
At the Welsh National Show Caves campsite in Danerogoff. Set up, waiting for the boys to arrive. Feels weird to be sat at the campsite and not hiking. It's a beautiful day now. It was a cool, cloudy morning. I think as soon as Dean cleared Pen y Fan, the sun came out, which is a shame. He said he was in the clag up there. Last day tomorrow, 15 to Dean's house. Can I make a few miles with him? That is the question. I'm not sure. Walking still hurts. My ankles are still pretty sore. They're all taped up. I'll show you now, don't worry, nothing gruesome. So yeah, our ankles have got some padding on there and tape to hold it all on. Walking still fairly painful and uncomfortable. Missing several layers of skin. I really want to do the last few miles with him, even if I can't do all day tomorrow. I'd love to do the last 5 or something. But am I just going to tear my feet up? I start a new job soon, in a week's time, so I can't really turn up walking like an absolute... It's not a good impression, is it? So I'm definitely in 2 minds about what to do. I feel I'm close to being able to do some mileage, but heart says yes, head says no. Nice one, guys. How's the walk been? Been good? Good to be at the pub? Cheers.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Been a hard day again.
How does it rate against the other days? Hardest day? We thought this would be the hardest day.
Yeah, it was a really hard slog up. It was a really hard slog up this morning. I really enjoyed coming down off Pen y Fan. I had a bit of a rush on coming down, and then felt good after the break. And then now I'm just wasted again. Basically, we followed the Cambrian Way. It was rubbish. Might have been because of us missing the tracks, maybe, but it was.
They weren't very clear though.
They weren't posted. Every now and again we'd find a sign where we weren't expecting to find one on like a random gate somewhere.
When it's really unhelpful.
Yeah, it was like, you know, and but yeah, you know, it's a nice scenic route. Really nice to see. I mean, some lovely. I mean, it's nice just up here in Pentwyllt or however you say it. But yeah.
Any comments? Any comments for the day?
My day was only half as difficult. So.
Right, so good morning. We're just leaving Danerogoff now. We're going to walk over the Sleeping Giant, which is, believe it or not, just over there. That's the direction we walk from. So it's fairly grim this morning. We've packed up. Me and Jay are ready to start walking. Just got to fill our water bottles. Well, I have. And we'll get going. It's not very good weather, so probably won't do a heck of a lot of scenic filming today. But if it does clear, we'll We'll see what we can do. There we are, the standing stones at Craignos. They're not ancient, but they're there all the same. So we're on top of Crewbiff now, the Sleeping Giants. I don't know if you can see in the. It's quite a. It's another one of those industrial sort of areas. Limestone mining, I guess. Stone mining, quarrying. Lots of really old little sections of quarry. Stone walls, craggy outcrops. As you can see, it's really misty. We gotten a little bit turned around coming over one farm gate that yeah, it came over. The farm gate was locked, although we knew that's where the track was, and I think it just hasn't been walked for a while. So but I think we found we're back on the right track now, so I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as trying to follow the Cambrian Way anyway. As soon as when we were right in the clouds now, it did feel like it was opening up a little bit, but it's not. Nice to see you again in a bit, maybe when we can see something. So we're coming down off the high ground now, over a stile. We're heading into Abercrave or Abercrave. So yeah, so we've got old farm tracks to follow now down. There's an old dilapidated building in there, or barn or an old house or something. So start to see a little bit more around us now. It's not quite and in front of your face now, but you just about make out the edge of Abercrave down there. Probably won't come out on the camera. These badger faced sheep knocking about, a bit different. I did oh, hello. So what are you looking at? Look almost like goats, don't they?
Yeah.
See, we'll make a superstar out of you yet. Nice farmyard. I do like a nice farmyard. I'd love some agricultural buildings. Just walking down one of those sort of cool old tracks that are just cut deep into the ground, years and years of use. On the road here, we're really close to Abercrave now. The road here I think is just for some farm access. That runs that way. There's Abercrave down there. You might just be able to make it out. And we're going to head down this old, probably what was the original track coming down. We've just got a little bit of road walking, a few hundred metres. This is Abercrave. We just sort of skirted around the edge of it really, so no real sights to see. We've got to cross a little river bridge and find a little footpath that joins an old railway, I think, and we're going to walk along that then. That's going to take us a couple more miles towards our destination. He likes a river bridge. So that's the River Towie, or the beginning of it, or the top end of it. So YouTubers, I'm hoping that you can help me find out what this building was for. You've got a very distinctive leaded sort of nipple on the top there. Roof's in pretty good condition on this side. You've got timber post holes. There's a ring of them up high. You can see there's a little bit of flaunching. I think that was part of the roof, and the roof line's probably following those outer walls there. And then you've got another ring of post holes just above the first row of doors. Perhaps a floor level, perhaps, I don't know. There's an outer wall then running around. It's a circular building. I'll try and walk you around it. You can see a little bit more of it from this side. Now there's a wing coming out here. There would have been a wing coming out there. A gap in the middle where you can see 2 floor levels then. One up high. There's a steel lintel holding that up at the moment, but there's a couple of gate hinges on the one side. Oh, on both sides actually. So you would have had some sort of almost like a barn door opening. A single door opening on this side. I don't know if you can see through. I'm not going to go in there because I don't know how safe it is, but there's a blocked up door of the same style on the other side, low down. I'll walk around again. Sorry, this is a bit of a long little video, but I'm really hoping you can tell me what this is for. So yeah, so on this side you can see, can't get through there I don't think, but you can just about see some more doors, more post holes, some flaunching with still a couple of slates still sticking out of there. So that is obviously a bit of roof. You can see on the far side, well, you may not be able to see, just behind that little sycamore there, you've actually got the rafters coming down to that, what I guess would have been a wall plate on the other side there. So, what was that for? Somebody has suggested to me that it was something to do with dairy, like a milking parlour, something like that. It's quite an industrial area here. There's an old building there that's sort of just tumbled down, but there's nothing else here. I mean, we're going to walk up this track now to the site of an old railway line that ran up to, I think it ran up to Penthills, which is where we were walking down yesterday. So perhaps it's something to do with that. Please let me know. Okay guys, so now we're on the railway line. This will take us quite a way south. This section's downhill, very slight gradient downhill. And then we'll have a slight incline then at the other side before we get into the big climbs again. Not as big as yesterday, not as big as this morning, but fairly steep, short, sharp climbs that I think go up to about 360 meters, maybe something like that. So again, you know, only half the height of what we were doing yesterday. We've done just a small amount of road walking and come up onto what's called Roast Common. Taking a right, we're walking into a forested area, Forestry Commission area, public access, then through the tracks. We've got to walk up a fair hill. We're about halfway up possibly now. You probably can't tell the incline on the camera. And then yeah, just wiggle our way through the forestry. There are some nice views up there, here and there, so I'll try and get those on camera. Yeah, we're not sure how far exactly we've got to go, but we're on the home stretch really now, so maybe another, oh, I don't know, what do you think, 4 miles, 5 miles?
Yeah, 4 or 5 miles away.
Something like that. So we made good progress this morning. Yeah. So that there in the centre is the hill that I tried to point out to you in yesterday's walk. That's the hill that we've been walking up and up and up and up to, and the one we still need to go over, and we actually have to go straight over the top of it. There's a trig point up at the top and we need to pass that. So we're just going to keep plodding along now. We've probably only got 1.5 miles left of the journey. I haven't done much filming, sorry, because it's just been grey, cloudy, drizzle really, rather than heavy rain. We've got our t-shirts on because we've been walking quite warm, but yeah, it's been a little bit miserable really. And other than the trees right in front of you, I haven't been able to see much. It's quite a tight little path. There's no other way up to the top from this side of the mountain. Oh, so we just got to follow these little tracks for a little while. I think I said I thought we'd only got about 1.5 miles to go. We just looked at the map and actually it's more like 3. So we've still got a little way to go. We've got a bit of bushwhacking coming up, I think. There we are. Oh. Bit bramble. Oh. Oh. It's rough underfoot. I think it's just a bit of a rain gully really that people use as a track, or it was a track and it's become a bit of a rain gully. It's opening out now. Happy days. You know where to come to get your Christmas tree. So we just had a little break on top of the hill. We're not quite, well, say on top of the hill, we're not quite at the trig point yet. I'll film that for you in a minute, but this is where the amazing view would have been. But as you can see, the clouds coming. We've had a little break, we've had a little stand here because it is lifting and it is clearing, and we could see down towards the coast down there, we could see a little bit of blue sky. So, but it's not coming, and we kind of just want to get to our destination now. So, right, so we've reached the trig points, top of Marchal, which is just outside Neath. So yeah, we've not got far now. Everything now is downhill, which is great. Is that the River Neath there? Going through Neath. Here we are, looking back towards St Helen. So down there, I think you can just about see probably Neath, River Neath, that direction. You can see, you can see by the naked eye, but again, not sure if it will come out. You can see the sea in the distance, and you can see Mumbles basically. Getting excited now. I can nearly see my house from here.
So I'll take over the narration. This is the end of day 8 of hiking. The final few meters. He's done such an amazing job. Colin's come to say hello. Anything you want to say?
All right. Well done. Glad you made it. All right.
Come on in, come on in. Come on.
Well done. Well done, Dean.
Well done.
Right, so Dean, you've done the whole way.
Mm.
Couple of different companions to see you through it.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. You absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, no, really pleased to do it, and yeah, it's a shame you didn't make the last couple of days, really. But we'll do those days again, won't we? So
Yeah, gutted that I couldn't do the last few days with my heels. But so yeah, I've probably said it before, but thank you if you've watched and enjoyed the videos. Please have a look below. There is a link, a charity link, so consider giving to that. And thanks for watching. It's been good. There'll be another hike along at some point soon, so I hope you've enjoyed this one. And thank you, Dean, for carrying on with the GoPro when
you haven't seen the footage yet.
I couldn't. But yeah, it's
Might
been
be
great,
worth
mate. Been good.
There we are.
Good to see you.
Thank
dude.
you. Oh, hello. I will tell you what. No, I didn't say. I do a walk towards as well, but I won't bother. I hope you have fun editing all this shit, John.